Every cell phone emits some radiation. Whether it's enough to cause cancer, most scientists say, is still frankly unknown. But one group that believes there is in fact a connection is out with a study that compares radiation levels in different phones. According to the results of this study, these three phones from Samsung and Motorola are your best bet, found to have the least amount of radiation emitted. The models emitting the most radiation, the Motorola Moto, T-Mobile's MyTouch, and the Kyocera Jax. That's according to a group called the Environmental Working Group. It describes itself as a non-profit advocacy group. Still, many experts believe there is no definitive link between cell phones and cancer. One woman says she's sure that her husband's cell phone use caused his terminal brain cancer, the same kind, she notes, that killed the late Senator Ted Kennedy. She's Ellie Kroichik. Ellie Kroichik Marks, I should say. Forgive me, the look of stunned. She joins us now from Washington, but she's taking part in a panel on health risks of cell phones and was testified before Congress just last year. I'll be speaking to a news conference shortly. It's great to see you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
For doubters and naysayers, how can you know?
The proof is here. It has been proven beyond a doubt in other countries and even in the United States. They have proved that there is a risk. If there's any risk at all, people should be knowing about this. Dr. Leonard Hardell, who I have a letter from confirming that my husband's brain tumor was caused by his long-term cell phone exposure, has said that if someone uses their cell phone, the data is that if someone uses their cell phone for greater than 10 years for less than 1 hour a day, there is a 280% increased risk of a malignant glioma, which my husband and Senator Kennedy had, and if it's used to the same side of the head to which they held if the phone is held to the same side of the head where the tumor is, which is called ipsilateral use, which my husband does have.
Well, I got to tell you, not to personalize everything, but I mean that's me about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours a day, and I just wonder if this is the case and there are studies to indicate that, why haven't we all heard about it?
Actually, we haven't been here. Actually, I did come to Congress last year and testified on this, and Dennis Kucinich held a hearing. And Dr. Herberman was there with me, and he had just sent out a memo to his faculty and staff telling them not to hold this thing to their head. So there has been some news about it. However, I think that the cell phone industry and our government doesn't want people to know.
Well, I wonder why that would be,
shame.
because the truth is one of the easy fixes for this is to keep the cell phone away from your head and to use either a hands-free device or a cabled device to your ear, right?
You are absolutely right. What we can do now, knowing that there is a risk, we should be using a hands-free device, we should be using a speaker. We should not be holding these things to our head, especially children. Their skulls are thinner than ours, and there is a definite risk.
How's your husband?
My husband is terminally ill. He has a malignant brain tumor. Brain tumors are an insidious disease, and probably, I mean, any cancer is horrible, but this is probably the worst cancer a person can have.
And is he at home? Is he resting? Update us if you wouldn't mind.
He is trying to go on with his life. He's trying desperately to beat this thing and to proceed as he did prior to the diagnosis. However, that's impossible.
Ellie Marks, best of luck to you and yours, and I know you're eager to get your message out there, and we'll be watching in the news conference. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for covering this. I appreciate it.
Well, we're happy to do it, and I must say, for fairness and balance, the government has not issued regulations regarding this. At this point, from all that we're able to judge, there are no warnings officially from the government about cell phones to your head, and Ellie Marks, for one, is one who's trying to change.